I like you so much better when you're naked.
Yeah, most men do. Well, I don't mean most men
men
like me
like
when
you
I'm
better when you're naked.
Well, I think any man would like me better when I'm naked. This is my chocolate salted caramel pile.
As we fly over the wreckage, we see the devastation below.
And I will be nibbling on it the entire podcast.
What have you done there?
Well, I'm enjoying myself.
It's a little. It's like Hiroshima.
Don't
chocolate.
complain. I'm here with you.
Okay, got it. Understood. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes.
You ran into a little bit of a problem on Thanksgiving.
Well, let's just start with the turkey that didn't really want to cook.
Right.
It's actually not the turkey. It's the Viking stove. You pay a lot of money for this stuff.
So fucking
It says
annoying.
it's at $350.
Well, here's the thing.
Bullshit.
So the turkey took about 20 hours to cook.
For only 10 pounds.
And then so we were in an uproar
I'm
about
stabbing it with the thermometer, checking the
Cutting
temperature,
it, putting it
stabbing
back
it,
in.
pink.
So then we feel like we need to get to the bottom of this. So we
Uh-huh.
buy this professional grade temperature
hangy thermometer
that you can
as
put
it were,
in the oven and turn the oven on to test it because
to calibrate it.
we decided to never go through that again. Never go through an undercooked, overcooked, mistimed turkey.
Because I don't cook but once a year. And I nail that fucking turkey. Well, I don't nail the turkey, but I mean I nail cooking the turkey. And like my turkey's white meat, the juices drip. It's not dry. It's a very proud moment. It's the only prideful moment of cooking I have
She gets
every
one
year.
time a year that she gets to really just nail
Well, I
in
don't
the
get it.
cooking
I just
department.
only do it once a year.
So that was a debacle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a thermometer, and it turns out it's not that wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Now I'm just have no answer.
No, I think there's something wrong with the turkey. Like I think it was a recalcitrant
No.
turkey.
Okay, you want a little secret?
Oh shit! What?
I
What's
have a
your
little
secret?
bit of a secret on this.
How long have you been keeping this secret?
I forgot about it until just
when?
now.
Until just now? Wow, that's an interesting little.
Well, because I thought
Uh huh.
if the oven cooks it, I don't have to talk about my secret.
God.
It was still a little frozen when I put it in.
Oh.
I just remembered.
Oh. You put a frozen fucking turkey in the oven.
So of course it's going to take longer.
Jenna. And you made us go through buying the thermometer.
Well, I didn't put it all together right away. I guess that's
Okay.
my inexperience.
Okay, a lot's making sense to me.
I know it
now.
all kind of just
Everything just.
Viking. I'm sorry. You can sue me for libel, but I'm
Amazing.
apologizing.
No,
so.
the whole thing makes sense. We started with a frozen turkey, and 15 hours later, it was cooked.
Right. For only 10 pounds. By the way, I'm holding the mic because I have a very long torso, and it's down here, and you don't hear me. And I get in trouble because he says, I can't hear you in the podcast. So I
Jenna
just said,
with
I'm
the
going to hold
microphone
it.
at this level is like a giraffe munching on a bush. It's like well, Bodhi. So it never quite works because there's a lot of space between the waist and the
I have
mouth.
a long torso.
So
I also have long legs. You can't see that.
That doesn't play.
That
into
doesn't
this.
affect
No,
this.
but
I just didn't want you to think I have stubby legs and a really long torso. Like I'm 5'10" and most of it's torso.
I hate that look on girls.
Well, they can't help it.
Okay.
Why are you all
Let me
critical? They came
rephrase
out
it.
of the vagina
I
that
don't
way.
I prefer it when I don't mind short girls or tall girls. Either way, they're awesome. But when there's something where the torso is really long and the legs are kind of short, I don't find that. I should shut up. I should just shut up. They should be sent to an island and forced to defend for themselves. So
It's funny because I prefer benevolent gentlemen.
uh-huh.
But
Are you saying because of Thanksgiving you're not married to a gentleman?
okay, this is something I'm very passionate about.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
No,
I just want
want
to make sure we have the soapbox. I want to make sure you're able. Oh,
No.
that'll take you even farther from the mic. Go ahead.
This is your blind spot. The fact that you think what I'm about to say is me on a soapbox. I want people to comment when we post this podcast. I want people to tweet back because I really need to know. I don't even need to know because I do know. I don't need your approval. But I want him to hear it. So it's not just from wife.
Oh
if
my
you're
God.
Team Jenna or Team Bodhi on this one.
Well, I'm going to let you tell your story, but the way you skew stories, you're going to get agreement from the audience unless I chime in at some point to clean up the errors. So go ahead. Why don't you start?
You're like a Southern lawyer in front of the jury.
Well, now, Your Honor.
I don't mean Southern like that. That's weird.
Tell your story. Present your case.
Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. So we had another couple over and their 2 children.
Our dearest friends.
And I'm just going to say it's Catherine Connors and Kyle, and her Twitter handle is @herbadmother. You may know her blog. Feel free to respond on her Twitter if I'm right or not. Would have loved to have them here today.
Your
Okay,
Honor, I would like
here
to
I
have
go.
a recess. Delay of.
So here's the thing. Once the turkey was finally being done cooking, Kyle was kind enough to carve the turkey because neither of us are domesticated enough to even know how to carve a turkey.
I could carve a turkey.
Yeah, you can carve a turkey.
I could
So
carve a turkey.
we are over in the dining room. All the other side dishes are put out. You know, everything's ready to go. Bodhi's at his seat. Catherine's at her seat. I'm in my seat. The kids are in and out of their seats. We have our food. We're just waiting for the turkey. Kyle is not at the table yet. We have our side dishes, and Bodhi starts launching into his food as if he hadn't eaten in 3 weeks. And I'm like, the turkey's not even on the table yet, and Kyle is not at the table. Like, our guest is carving our turkey for us. Don't start eating without him. It's not like it's a table of 25 people. It's a table of 4 adults, and only 3 of them are at the table. So I give him a look like, wait for Kyle to...
It's like a super mean bitchy glare.
Because you should know better.
Gotcha. Continue.
It's not like you're 15 years old. This is the thing. His social education seemed to have ended at 15 years old because that's how you act.
At 14, I was totally appropriate. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Continue.
So then he gets all like, and stops eating and like waits
I have
disgruntledly.
I have like a seizure mumble.
Yeah. And then Kyle sits down and then Kyle's eating. Okay, so cut to now most of us are done. Kyle is still eating because he got to the table late. Bodhi pushes back his chair and says, I want to go upstairs now and watch the football game. Okay, well, Kyle's still eating. Catherine's here. You're just going to leave the table as the man of the house and go up and watch football? 15-year-old? And I'm like, no, what are you doing? And I'm trying to like, because when you have bad manners, people write you off in their head. They make a little notch in their head. They mentally discredit you as being rude and just, they turn the approval dial down. And I don't want that to happen to you because it also happens to me by default.
Right.
And I have a very high approval rating.
We don't want to affect your PR at all in this.
Right. I've worked hard for my approval rating, and I don't want you to fuck it up. I also don't want you to have a bad approval rating for your own. Not that you care. Apparently, you don't care, so maybe I shouldn't care.
Okay.
So I give him a look, and then he throws me under the bus. He's like, my wife's giving me the hairy eyeball from him. And I'm just like, oh, my God. I was trying to be graceful for you. And then... He's like, then he goes to Catherine, do you mind? See, it's not rude. Do you mind if I go up and watch football? What's she going to say? Yes, I mind. She's like, no, go ahead. I'm like, no, you're not. I said, if you and Kyle go up, that's fine. Because it's like the guys go up to watch football. Like, yeah, all right. Finally, the girls can have some time to chat. And.
Okay. May I present my case, Mrs. Elfman?
I would love to hear how you're going to justify this.
Okay, no, I'm just interested in the truth.
It's bad manners.
I'm just interested in the truth. All right. So, first of all, it was 10 or 11 p.m. because the turkey took 20 hours to make because you started with the frozen turkey.
We were eating like an hour and a half late because I started the frozen turkey.
It was about 2 or 3 hours late. So, it was getting late in the day. Now, let me set some of the placements of truths for you so you can dine correctly on it. All right. Now, all of the meals have been served, the plates were full, and the kids, of course, because they're kids, they had dug in.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
doesn't matter.
I'm taught.
You can't use kids started eating
Your
to
Honor,
justify
Your
you
Honor,
eating.
I object. I got
No,
this.
you did this in the car the other day. You're like, well, the kids were eating. I'm like,
I'm
they're 4 years
telling
old. What
a
the
story.
fuck?
I'm back off the mic. Okay. How long is that going to sit there? I doubt that's okay. So
This might end up
now
in your
you
face
see
before
now
that
we're
ends
not
up back
gonna-
in my hand.
Okay, just let me talk. So all the plates had been served. The food was there on the table, and Kyle was
He eats slow, just like he drives
now,
slow.
Kyle
Sorry, Kyle.
is a dear friend, and let me just say that Kyle, he's deliberate in his actions, and I want him to see this. I'm not talking out of school. Kyle's my dear friend.
He did start driving faster, though.
He was. We've had to say to Kyle a couple times, speed it up when we're on road trips together. But he's a deliberate guy. He's very thorough, and he's a very
awesome
very
guy.
competent, very amazing dude. But he was carving this turkey a little slow, and I was a little hungry. And
He was trying to.
My-
no, he wasn't carving it slow.
I
No, listen.
don't understand
The
why
turkey.
even give me a turn to talk. Why even
No,
give
I'm
me a
throwing
turn?
myself under the bus. Kyle was not carving the turkey slow. He had to. No, he was not. There was still pink parts
It was
because
still
it still
frozen.
wasn't fully cooked.
Kyle,
Then he
you're
didn't
off the
wanna
hook.
s-
It was a partly frozen turkey.
It was awful, and he didn't want to serve us like pink uncooked poultry and have us all be puking.
was
So
a-
he had to like work
It took
around
a lot
it.
of maneuvering around the frozen
He's not a
salmonella
slow-
turkey.
yeah,
So
that's-
because the turkey was slightly frozen and dangerous, he had to slowly carve it. Now, the kids were eating, and I looked over at Catherine, and I noticed that she was nibbling, right? Because Kyle had been in here for, I don't know, quite a while by this point with his salmonella frozen turkey that he was trying to protect us from.
Yes.
So other than you and me were the only ones not eating at this point.
Because it's our home.
So
And we are
I had low blood sugar, and I started to take some nibbles. So I didn't dig in. I just kind of took some nibbles at it.
no.
I didn't dig in.
Lie number one.
I didn't dig in. I just sort of took
Oh,
some nibbles.
you were not nibbling.
Well, I mean, there was
If you were nibbling, I wouldn't have said anything. You were like this.
so not true. That is so not true. Okay, you literally make me look like a ravenous hunchback. Like, was I hunched over? You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. Okay, so
But you were not nibbling.
I had some. Okay, so Jenna gave me the super glare, the evil glare of all glares, and so I stopped, and I was like, oh God, I just was nibbling. All right, so anyway, a while later, after Kyle had carved out the salmonella part of the turkey, he came in, and so we ate. Now, we had a very good meal. Now, this is important. I really want everyone to understand this.
You're really pointing that finger.
We were now on our second or third plates. The kids were gone. They were done from the
They
table.
were literally rolling around on the floor, spinning because of the marshmallow
Yeah.
yams.
So they were like
high on
They were in
sugar.
La La Land. You and Catherine were done eating. Were on the lean back and chat stage. I was on my third plate and done. And Kyle, who's a very deliberate slow eater, was moving through his third plate very slowly. And if you can only get the visual of my friend Kyle, how he eats, it's really like bite, mouth, chew, look around, visit for a while, fork and knife down, and then back fork up.
He's a gentlemanly
He's
Canadian.
a very gentlemanly Canadian. So I was like, okay, so this could go on all night. So it's like, if it's okay with everybody, because now my blood sugar was too high. So if it's okay with everybody, I'm going to go up and watch the game. And then
Rude.
Then I got
Bad manners.
the evil glare from Jenna, and then we got into it at the table, and then the Canadians
We
were,
no, we
they were
didn't get into it. You
uncomfortable.
fucking called me out and attacked me across the table
So-
for me trying to protect.
So here's what happened.
Your approval
Here's
rating.
what happened. So I went up and watched the football game. I lasted 7 minutes, and the guilt became overbearing to me. And I came back down, and I think Kyle was on the probably same bite of food. And so I came back down. I sat with you we sat for another half hour at the table.
You were squirmy, like a 6-year-old in church. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
he was
So
like,
I was overfed, and I was uncomfortable in my pants. My stomach was stretched out, and I just wanted to sit down and watch a game. So anyway, eventually everyone finished
there's
eating.
self control,
Just-
honey.
I don't even say why let me even have a turn. So Kyle finished, and I was like, Kyle, would you like to go up and watch the game with me? And then Kyle was like, absolutely. So then we went up and watched the game together.
Which was fine.
And I do understand that perhaps I should have waited longer, but
The man of the house doesn't abandon his guests at the dinner table
I ran out
to
of
go
steam
watch
on this one.
football.
I ran out of steam. I felt like I had a better finish. I finished slow on this one. I don't feel like this is going to go back to the jury well.
You also, when we go out to dinner with other couples, order first.
Now, you've lectured me endlessly about that, and now I'm getting
So
better.
stop doing it.
I don't do it anymore.
You just did it with them the other day. What are you talking
that's
about?
That's not true. I was taking care of the kids.
No.
I was taking care of the kids. I was making sure that my kids had the right order in because she was standing next to the waitress was looking at me, and I wasn't going to hand it off to someone else. I was trying to get the kid order in. So our kids and their kids would get the
Here's
first.
why that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I have an ulcer in my stomach. I just want to go for a walk.
You get the kids' order in, then she goes around to Catherine, Kyle, me, all on the same ticket. She doesn't get the kids' order, go to the kitchen, and then come back.
No, I told you before, let's just get the kids' part in. So I said to Kyle, let's get the kids in.
She did not leave and go put the thing in. So then it was just you and the kids were taken care of, and I'm at the end of the table.
Your manners aren't so hot, you know.
Please tell me.
Oh, would you like to know a little area that you have a total, like, just don't see?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
All right. You have a thing where it's almost like ingrained. You're putting the mic there so you won't talk?
No, I don't want to be eating my caramel, my salted caramel chocolate for those who are listening.
All right. So you've had a thing since the day we met, and we've talked about it, and it still doesn't change.
25 years now? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
No, you've heard this before.
Clearly, I did not.
No, you've heard this before because you've said you'll work on it, but you still don't. When I have friends over, for some reason,
because you have stupid friends.
You treat them with disdain.
Except for the one who's filming us. He's really nice.
That's a horrible thing to say. That's a horrible. I mean, if I said anything close to that, you literally would knock me in the head with the mic. You walk in the door and you're like, hey, and you ignore them and you give them like an almost like, I already don't like you, but I don't know what it is you're gonna do yet. Like you treat my friends. It's because
it's just anything affiliated with you annoys me.
It's not the reason. It's not the reason. That's not the reason. Because I've seen other girls and wives do it too. Have you seen that? Have you seen that where if you have a friend over, like the wife kind of like for some reason is already annoyed as if someone's taking the husband away from her? Like there's already like what are you going to do? Are you guys going to go somewhere? Are you guys going to go out?
Because the husbands always get the like pleasurable hang time and we don't. I don't go out to the movies. I don't go to my friend's house and watch a movie on his big screen TV.
Oh my God.
I don't like go out to the movies and I don't go do camping in Yosemite with my girlfriends.
I would imagine 90% of our audience just literally turned the podcast off because they've heard this. They've heard this before. They've heard you whine about this before. No one wants to hear about it. Yeah, no one wants to hear about.
Tell me what I do for fun. That's on my own. Tell me. No, tell me now. Right now. Tell me.
I will.
Tell me right now. Right now, tell me.
How many trips?
Am I doing it for fun?
Have you taken?
Tell me those trips. Are they for fun?
To Wii Spa? For just your own pleasure?
What?
How many trips have you taken? I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. Turn the podcast off. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about.
He's juiced because he fucking knows it's true.
No, that has nothing to do. You just literally Jedi mind fucked me out of the conversation of why you're mean to my friends. And I fell for it. I literally was like, oh, okay. And I just started chasing the carrot. You just Jedi mind fucked me.
Okay. Here's the thing with your friends.
All of my stupid friends except for Daron.
A lot of your friends we've talked about.
Okay, so it's gone down from all of them to a lot of them. This is amazing.
No, the ones that I did that to, we've circled back around, except for David O'Donnell, which I don't do that with. And the times I have, he knows why. I don't do that anymore. And if you think about the past, tell me who those friends were, and let's just talk about, you agreed, yeah, they were kind of schmucky. And I said, I have better instincts on people than you do.
Oh my God, I'm going to have to scrub out this entire section. This is really, I'm going to just have to scrub out my whole section of this podcast. Like basically my friends are going to be like, was I one of the ones you decided was a schmuck?
Well, maybe it's good that they have a thought about that.
So your job, basically, what you've decided is basically just...
I'm friend quality control.
Got it. Okay. I got it. So they have to go through friend quality control, get the look of disdain from you as you come into the room, and then they have to have a moment where they feel horrible about themselves, have a realization about how horrible they are, and then after they've taken a long walk and had a bit of a problem in their life, they come back and have a realization about it. But thankfully, Jenna was there to set it all straight for them.
Okay, I have been a total see you next Tuesday to your friends.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit of a see you next Tuesday.
I do.
Yeah.
I just get
And you're not-
annoyed. I don't
you're
know
not the only
why.
one.
I just walk in, I see a house full of men, I just get like, ugh.
You're not the only one. Like, I've seen other wives, when they come in the room and the friends are there, they're
I'm just
automatically
annoyed.
like,
I'm just like,
where are you going to take my husband right now? And how,
Yeah.
and when are you coming back? And it
Yeah.
could be like, we're literally writing. We could be writing a script, but it's like, where are you guys? What are you going to do? You going to go to Vegas right now? Like, it always seems like there's a look of like, what the fuck are you about to do with my husband?
I know. I
it's
can't
not just
explain
you.
it.
It's
It
not just
really
you.
is like a visceral thing.
Yeah.
When I come into a house full of men, I just get like,
And yet, when I come into a house with all your girlfriends, I'm literally like, wow.
no, you're obnoxious.
Because I'm
with
like,
my
wow,
girls.
like 70% of them are hot. Like, that's where I immediately go in my head. It's like 70% of my wife's friends are hot. That's
you are
amazing.
annoying with my girlfriends.
In which way?
You don't let us be girls. He insists on barging into every fucking thing we do. My bachelorette party.
It's so much fun. Girls are so much fun. They're so cute, and they're always like willing to hang out and chat with me. They're so nice to me. I love hanging out with your girlfriends.
Did I want you and your friends to crash my bachelorette party?
I don't know. You got all your girlfriends looked like they had so much fun when I got there.
You crashed it in drag. And we were just trying to have a fucking evening in our little apartment.
Again, I looked really cute, and I clean up well.
And anytime I have an idea, like, I'm going to do something with my friends, you're like, well, where is it? Can I come? I'm like, no, you cannot. Just leave me alone. Like, get off of it.
You and your girlfriends do really fun things, and
Yeah.
they're all. And I like actually. You have really good
but-
taste in friends. I like all
So
of your
leave
girlfriends.
me alone. Leave me alone. I never have girlfriend time, ever.
Fine.
Do you know how many I could change my whole life and start acting like a lot of women that I know who have girlfriend time and make sure they have their girlfriend time in because it's so therapeutic to have girlfriends, especially when you're like a
I know,
married,
because it's the only
working
way you
mother.
sometimes will shut up is when you get to spend a couple of hours with your girlfriends and yap. Because sometimes I don't want to hear about everything. I don't want to hear about all of it.
I know that, and I don't tell you now. I bottle it all up inside and get very stressed
it's
out.
so much better now that we don't talk to each other.
But you're getting laid twice a week, so I guess that handles that.
Again, your
I'm not
calculator-
allowed to talk,
again,
but he gets
Your
laid.
calculator is so fucking off on your twice a week. It's been off for so long. I like that you keep it in your head as 2 times a week because at least you feel good about yourself, but your calculator's way off.
A month ago, you got it twice a week. And then you got it this week.
I got it this
And
week.
then I think I skipped a week. But I was busy.
Anyway, listen, I'm in good shape. I'm fine. I should
Yes,
count,
you are.
I should count my lucky stars that you're still
Yes,
with
you
me.
fucking should.
Giving it to me at all.
Jesus Christ.
I-
After 25 years?
I know.
Don't complain about like a calculator being off when you get it like minimally 4 times a month. That's true.
Ish.
It's true.
Ish.
I'm going to start keeping a calendar.
And by the way,
I'm going to keep a calendar.
Okay, that's
And then
gonna
we're
be-
going to have a
that's gonna be
podcast
an
come up and I'm
amazing-
going to pull that calendar
can do-
out and prove myself.
I can do better than that. Listen, first of all, this is going to be, I don't know if you're going to be okay with this, but also on this making love point, you're very good in one category and there's another category that you're not so good in. This wasn't even I didn't even think that this would ever come up, but I've talked to you about this a little bit. You're very good in the, okay, it's been a while, knock one out. Let's just knock one out category, right?
He's going to complain about me bending over in the shower.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Girls are so much more raunchier than guys. Oh my God.
Watch him complain. 25 years together, he's about to complain that I give him quickies in the shower.
I'm just
Watch
saying that
and
sometimes.
go.
Here we go. I'm just saying that sometimes I like a little bit of loving and cuddling, and that the quickies sometimes don't satisfy the full. I'm a very romantic, emotional guy, and though I appreciate the quickies, I sometimes wish that I could have more every now and again. Every now and again, it's not just a quickie, but it's like, how about some hugging and kissing, and have an expression on your face that looks like maybe you're not looking at the clock or something.
You just
like
can't see my expression because I bend over for you.
that. sometimes I can kind of see out of the corner of the angle where it's like very much like counting the time.
I just see your toes going like
Stop
that.
it. I can't have this anymore. I can't have this anymore. I can't. You're so much like.
I want to like take a picture
here's the
of my
line.
view.
Here's the line. There's the line, and you just crossed it right there. There's the line. You just crossed it. There's Jenna crossing the big, the line.
It's okay. Complain more about getting late.
No, I don't.
I want to hear more of
I
your
don't think I am.
complaints.
I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna shut up.
I don't have any complaints.
I think I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, I think you should. I think a lot of men out there would want to punch you in the face right now. Right? I'm pretty sure. I'd like to know how many men out there have been with their wives and have children. They've been with their wives over 20 years, have children. How often are you getting laid?
Oh,
Let's
I
talk
know.
about
I
that.
know a couple of friends who just don't get it at all. Oh my God. I'm like, you gotta.
So
better-
stop complaining.
You gotta put your curled up shower toe foot down. Don't think I can't see my feet too. It's a ridiculous image. Oh my God. We've gone too far. I know it. I know it's not gonna. We've gone too far. We've gone too far. We went too far. I think we finally did.
I think the high five is you're getting laid. That's just
high fucking five. High fucking five to
what
me.
it is. It's what it is.
I think it's very fortunate that I still get some. I just would like a little cuddling and loving every now and again. I'm a
I
romantic
don't
guy.
have time for that. I'm sorry. I have some needs and wants too that you're not fulfilling. You don't hear me complaining about it on a podcast.
No way. What things are you not getting fulfilled? I take care of the business.
Take care of what?
You're not wanting in that category. It's not.
No,
This
I'm not
is
talking about sex.
okay. Talk about other categories. I don't want to hear about it.
See?
Not on camera. I don't want to hear about it.
Welcome to the Elfmans.
I don't want to hear about it. We've already gone way too fucking far. We're probably going to be taken off of or kicked out of podcast land for this. I imagine. I mean, I imagine we've lost some viewers at this point.
That's okay. If we've lost them to the shower sex scene of their own lives,
I don't think it was the
that's
shower
okay.
sex. I think it was the curled up toes that got them.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take a photo one of these days?
I really want to. I just got to get a waterproof camera and just kind of hide it behind the shampoo. And then when it
can't believe
happens,
this.
and
I
I know you're
can't.
not paying attention,
I
I'm just going to pick
can't.
it up, and I just want to, like, of my view, my angle.
Just the toes peering out, curled.
Yeah, just like,
Oh God. Oh
just
man.
kind of wiggling back and forth. The water.
Wiggling back and forth. So you're, you like I don't have epilepsy. Like what? Why are they wiggling?
I don't know. You have to answer that question.
Are they wiggling?
You know, it's just.
Ow. Ow, I can't take this. Oh my God.
You know, at least we have that to talk about.
Oh my God.
At least it's not like, not something like it's not like I don't even know how to grammatically say this properly. At least it's not like we have no sex life and we don't even have it to talk about. I think it's kind of cool that I can talk about your toes in the shower.
You've done